Good morning and welcome to USA Wager Sports Brief. I am your host, Rodney Newpol. It is the final day of July, Saturday, July 31st, 2021. I am live here in a Jacksonville, Illinois, of all places, hotel room, waiting out the rain for a little youth sports baseball action today. So that's what's going on here. We'll have a little USA Wager Sports Brief show today. We are not going to have USA Wager Sports Brief tomorrow. Sorry about that. No show tomorrow, as I will be on the road during the 9:30 a.m. Central Time. So no show tomorrow, but we'll get through today and see how things go and get back at it on Monday. I will be back tomorrow night on the Put the Kids to Bed version of the Sports 2.0 show. All right, let's start with the Major League Baseball trade deadline. A lot went on. One of the crazier, busier Major League Baseball trade deadlines that we've seen in a while. Joey Gallo, Anthony Rizzo both went to the Yankees. Now, these are just some of the bigger names. There was lots of trades. I won't get to them all because try to do a 10-minute show here and got lots to talk about. But Joey Gallo, Anthony Rizzo have now joined Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and the company and the gang there at Yankee Stadium. Sticking with the Cubs, Javier Baez was traded to the New York Mets. He is no longer a Chicago Cub. Chris Bryant was traded to the San Francisco Giants. He is no longer a Chicago Cub. The big three are no longer there in Chicago. It is now Wilson Contreras. It is Ian Happ. It is David Bodie. It is Jason Hayward. That is your Chicago Cubs, along with the rebuilding that will go on there. Craig Kimbrell is also traded. He was traded to the Chicago White Sox. So they have obviously let go of their big core. They're not going to sign those guys. They're trying to rebuild, get some new young talent. Cubs are going to be bad. They're going to be bad. We'll see if they can rebuild and be really good once this talent comes up and develops. Other in the National League Central, Cardinals made a couple ho-hum moves. They picked up two very, very older gentlemen, Jay Happ and John Lester, both now St. Louis Cardinals, mid to upper 30-year-olds, both left-handed pitchers. Both will get some innings here as the last 2 months of the season roll along. But those two guys will be in the starting rotation. Didn't give up a ton. Lane Thomas, I know, went in one deal. John Gant was traded to Minnesota. So didn't give up a lot. Got two older veteran left-handed starters. The Atlanta Braves redid their whole outfield, basically. They picked up Jorge Soler, Jock Peterson, and Adam Duvall, all three in separate trades. Max Scherzer and Trey Turner both went to the Los Angeles Dodgers. So from the Nationals to the Dodgers. Jose Barrios went to the Toronto Blue Jays. Kyle Schwarber, another member of that Cubs World Series team who was on the Nationals, is now in Boston as a member of the Red Sox. So those are just a few of the bigger names. There are plenty of names that got traded. Make sure you check out all the trades before you make your next bet to Major League Baseball to see who's playing and who isn't playing. But it was a very adventurous last couple days in Major League Baseball. All right, let's look at yesterday's scores. Starting in the National League, Cardinals beat the Twins 5-1. Cardinals now 6.5 games out of the wild card because the Padres lost to the Rockies 9-4. Cincinnati Reds won 6-2. They've won 4 in a row. They are also flirting with that National League wild card spot. In the NL West, all three of the top teams lost. I mentioned the Padres lost 9-4 to Colorado. The Diamondbacks beat the Dodgers 6-5. And the Astros beat the Giants 9-6. Other National League scores yesterday, Milwaukee Brewers stayed hot. They beat the Braves 9-5. Braves can't find a way to get 500 and stay 500. Braves and Cardinals, two teams just meddling right around 500. They'll meet next week. Pirates beat the Phillies 7-0, and the Nationals beat the Cubs 4-3 in a battle of two teams with depleted rosters. American League looked like this. Toronto 6-4 over Kansas City. Baltimore 4-3 over Detroit. Tampa Bay beat Boston 7-3 for a battle of the AL East lead. Yankees over the Marlins 3-1. Anthony Rizzo hit a home run there in Miami in his first game for the Yankees. Seattle beat Texas 9-5. The White Sox beat Cleveland. Lance Lynn picked up yet another win. They won 6-4. And the Oakland A's beat the Los Angeles Angels 2-0 last night as well. So that is a look at your Major League Baseball from yesterday. Today's games, we do have some afternoon games. Kansas City's at Toronto. Toronto is a huge favorite, minus 250 in that game. Houston is at the Giants. Giants are minus 110. It's Zach Greinke against Alex Wood. Good pitching matchup there. Oakland is at the Los Angeles Angels, minus 140 for Oakland. Baltimore is at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is minus 110. Yankees are at the Marlins. Baltimore with John Means is at Detroit. Detroit is minus 110. Cubs at the Nationals. Seattle is minus 150 at Texas. The Phillies will see Aaron Nola take the mound, and he'll take on Pittsburgh. Philadelphia minus 170. The Indians are at the White Sox. White Sox minus 150. The Reds are at the Mets. Mets minus 130. The Twins are back in St. Louis to take on the Cardinals. It's Jake Woodford on the mound for the Cardinals. He's minus 135. Brandon Woodruff goes for the Brewers. They're big favorites at Atlanta at minus 155. Dodgers back in Arizona. And it is Herman Marquez against Yu Darvish. Rockies, Padres. Padres minus 200. Big favorites in that game. And that is a look at your Major League Baseball for Saturday, July 31st. All right, let's turn our attention to the Olympics. The U.S. men's basketball team picked up a big win over Czech. It was close throughout, but U.S. pulled away in the end and won 119-84. So they are now ready for elimination rounds as U.S. men won their next two games. Still come in as the favorite. We'll see if they can win a few games and win the Olympic gold medal. Katie Ledecky was a three-peat winner in the 800. So congratulations to her. The USA and China are tied at 46 total medals. China's actually made a run and tied it at 46. They have the most golds. China does at 21. U.S. was 16. But then the 17 silver for the United States and 13 for China and 13 bronze and 12 for China. Both add up to 46 for the U.S. and 46 for China. The ROC, Russia at 37. They have 17 gold medals. I think it's 17. No, 11, 11 gold medals. And Japan with 17 gold medals. They have 30 overall, 17, 5, and 8 for Japan. It is 11, 15, and 11 for the ROC. So that is a look at your medal count for the Olympics. Olympic golf is going on. Xander Schauffele, really good, came back from the dead, per se, with his second round. Going into the final round would be to this afternoon, tonight, whatever the time would be. It's Xander Schauffele, 14 under. It's Hideki Matsuyama, 13 under. Paul Casey, 12 under. Rory McIlroy, 11 under. So some big names have come to the top. Tommy Fleetwood is 10 under. Shane Lowry is 10 under. Thomas Peters had a big day. He was 8 under. Colin Morikawa, 7 under. And, the guy that a lot of people liked, Patrick Reed and Justin Thomas, both Americans, both just 4 under on the tournament, haven't been real good so far. So the last day of Olympic golf is going on. That'll get started this evening here in the U.S. All right, let's turn our attention to the MLS, Major League Soccer. There are a bunch of games today as the season continues to roll along in MLS. Let's get to yesterday's games. Yesterday was 4-1 NYC over Columbus. Atlanta dropped a tough one to Orlando. Orlando won 3-2, and the Galaxy beat Portland 4-1. Tonight's matches, San Jose is at Seattle. New England is at the Red Bulls. DC United at Cincinnati. Montreal is at Miami. Real Salt Lake is at Houston. Dallas at Sporting Kansas City. Colorado at Austin FC. And Minnesota on the road at Vancouver. That is a look at your MMA action for Saturday, July 31st. There's also, MLS. There's also MMA going on. It's UFC Fight Night. Hall versus Strickland is the main card. That'll go on tonight as well. And there's also Bellator. Bellator 263 featuring Pitbull versus McKee. That also will take place today as well. And that is a look at all of the sports action for the final day of July, Saturday, July 31st. Major League Baseball trade deadline was the big key factor. We haven't spent a lot of time talking NBA draft and the trades that went on. That'll be tonight on the on the Sports 2.0 show, Put the Kids to Bed version. Tim Van Stratton and I, tomorrow night, will talk about all the NBA draft, NHL free agency that went down, Major League Baseball trades, and everything else that has happened in the world of sports. All right. Once again, my name is Rodney Newport with USA Wager Sports Brief. Signing off from Jacksonville, Illinois. So long for just a while. Back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central Time.